Hey folks, this is Putz327 and welcome back to Enderal Forgotten Stories. I just loaded the save file, which it went back to where I was killed, so I just left the temple. And it's night now, for whatever reason. But we have to equip our sword. Okay. Oh, there we go. This good old wolf boy is waiting for us. Okay, so let's take his clothes, his gauntlets, his shoes, spell tome, and that's it. That's all we're going to take from him. I'm going to equip all those. Clothes, gauntlets, shoes. Yeah, there we go. So we got 2. Let's go ahead and increase our health again. We have more wolfers down here. I don't want to open that because I don't see how that really helps anything. Okay. Whoa. You don't want to fall down there. Well, it doesn't seem like we have fall damage. I don't want to risk it in case we do. Old vagrant hood. I'll take the coin purse. Take that. Don't want the rancid health potion. There's a grave of some sort over here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take that. Shovel and dig. Take the coins, the learning book, and the petty soul gem. Let's see what we can do. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to meditate. So there we go. I usually stick with like the warrior class, so that's what I'm gonna look for. Assassination. Suitable armor. Ointment lore. Poison cook. Windwalker. Sensitive tongue. Hmm. Trickster. Assassination. This memory unlocks all rogue disciplines for you. Your stamina regeneration is boosted by 20% and receive talent Shadow of the Wind, which lets you move more silently for a short period of time. Alright, yeah, let's take that. Cool. And we'll do Memories of Vagrant teach you the usage of poisons, potions, and light armor. Yeah, let's get that too. Okay. Why is that red? Tempest. Vandal. Dancer. Okay, we are going to learn more of these because we're going to need to. Okay. Let's go back. There will be those who stray completely off their given path and lead a life of malice and infidelity. They shall be judged by the path, abiding ones with the sword or... Okay. Pennies are indispensable for the development of your character. You need them to buy equipment and learning books, which are important, especially at higher difficulty levels. Do your utmost to have your pouch filled at all times. It doesn't let me read all of it. Your alchemy, as well as your knowledge of wearing light armor, can be improved with the Memories of the Vagrant. The names of Enderal's months represent the different stages of the far journey, the expansion of Enderal by Malthus' first vessels. I think I read that one already. Maybe not. What time is it? Oh, does it tell me? Great. I'm really not sure where that wolf is. Here he is. Well, crap. At least it saved right over there. Maybe I can just run past them? Sorry, I had to take a drink there. Okay, so maybe I can just pass them on by. Hey, yeah, that was easy. Why didn't I do that before? Okay, we're gonna put that on. Where is our torch? No, it's not. Where's our torch? We had a torch. There it is down there. Okay. Yes, we must light our way. Okay, there's something up here. Some kind of structure or... wild berries. Hey, there's a chest. No. Don't want any rancid potions. No, I didn't want that either. Hey, what the hell are you? Big goat boy. Something. Can't really see you in the dark. There's marked with carry the story forward.
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my sir? Who am I? Finn de Lires, apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should.
Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on his way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this guy isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with him as if this were the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever. There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So if I were you, I'd ask a priest in Riverville to have a look at you. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple.
Okay.
Us? Oh, nothing spectacular, I'm afraid. We gather herbs, but tomorrow we're going back north, to League. You should stop by one day if you're in the area. Someone who scours period ruins and survives could surely be useful to the apothecary and help us find some things. Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And, well, that's pretty much it. I think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some stories to tell. To an adventurer? If you ask me, What you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch. It was once an old trading post, but now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also a big Pyrian ruin south of it. By the Black Guardian, you really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is... well, it's just me path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will. Not exactly. Malthus designates our place in society. Generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites, and there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless. Within these roles, we are free to choose a profession, but certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best. And who would know better than the gods what exactly that is? Maybe. But if I look at other countries, even within the civilized world, it's hard to find a people as peaceful as ours.
Okay.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed. Carbos, do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Places, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no.
Whoa. Guess I have to talk to him again.
By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself. Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Okay.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank you. Gruntroods, Gruntroods. Ah, here we go. So, let's see. Sheer cup, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises,
Shit.
but...
Finn! The still!
Explosion.
They've hit me.
Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, sod it.
Finn, do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, all right. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, and you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you. See, you already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days. What? You mean the still? Bad quality. And too much heat, I'd wager. But, yeah, whatever will be, will be. Explosion. I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalleries. Died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that? I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh, shit!
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos, do something, damn it! Do something!
Alright then.
Now look at that. Our mysterious survivor has awoken. Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are at my very own campsite. Before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into the thicket. Most of your injuries are only superficial, but your fever, well, that's a different story. Quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from Arcanist's fever. Honestly, I'm surprised the old apothecarius didn't see that. Let me guess, you're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? You're unusually strong, you have reflexes like a cat, and drinking potions or any kind of magically infused substance leaves a bitter afterglow in your head. Well then, congratulations. Your magical talent just blossomed. A bit late, given your age, but it happens. Put simply, the fever is a result of your body not being able to cope with it. It's not much of a problem for now, but if you don't let an Arcanist treat you sometime soon, things are going to get grim. Contain it, not cure it. From here on out, you're always going to be a little more sensitive than someone without magical gifts. But that's tolerable compared to what your magic will allow you to do. Prone to certain conditions. As I said, your fever will get worse if you drink healing potions. But you'll also be a lot more susceptible to nightmares and those kinds of things. Also, you should be very cautious of areas with magical contamination, such as Thalgard in the east. At first, diffuse headaches, general unease. Later on, your eyesight will blur, your limbs will grow weak, and you'll get a maddening itch all over your body. If you leave it untreated for too long, you'll either die or turn into an Orbaya. Yes, it can kill you. Everything has its price, as the wise hermit likes to say. And an Orbaya is basically a giant undead version of yourself with tumors and pus all over your body. Just never let the fever get too bad. Well, there's ambrosia, but for an uncontained fever, it'll only postpone the symptoms. Later, you can drink it whenever the fever gets worse. The stuff looks and tastes like undead sweat, and is bloody expensive, but it's the only thing that really helps. You have visions? Not that I know of. The only visions I've ever had are those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? As I said, someone needs to contain your fever as soon as possible. And as it happens, I know people. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. What did you do in that temple? And what's the story with those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you, and that intrigues me. What do you say? Well, then, the stage is yours. I see. My condolences for your loss. So, let me summarize. You somehow survived getting thrown into the open sea, and while you were half dead, had this dream in which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light? Huh. And you also said that your magic didn't develop gradually, as it usually does, but all at once, right? Well, that's quite the story. I guess you know how absurd it sounds, but for some reason, I believe you. I've met a lot of liars in my life, and you aren't one of them. All right, it's settled then. I'll introduce you to my employer and ask him to treat you. Before we leave, however, there's something else I need to take care of, and I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can make for Ark. Ark? The capital of this country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by Malphus, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. You're going to see it soon. Splendid. You'll need some information before you can help me, though. I take it the fact that Vin has seen better times hasn't eluded your attention, has it? For the last 2 years, there have been wars and unrest everywhere. And even though in Enderal there's officially peace, there are peculiar things happening here, too. Normally docile animals and fakirs attacking wanderers in the open. The dead awakening in hordes. It's unsettling, to say the least. The strangest thing, however, is the Red Madness. Yeah, it's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their mind. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smith in Ark who butchered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like "fear the light" while he was doing it. Or a young woman of noble path who set her own house on fire while her family was asleep. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen incidents in a very short period of time. The fact that the afflicted's eyes glow red while they go rampant has made people call the disease the Red Madness. Thing is, some weeks ago it happened again, only this time it was a magister from the Holy Order itself. A teacher who instructs the novices aspiring to become keepers. His name was Yarrow, a man with more than 60 winners on his back. Well, according to the sole survivor, he entered the teaching room that day as usual, but instead of giving his lecture on alchemy, he gave a strange kind of speech where he kept going on about how mankind is corrupted and that it has succumbed to the void. And his eyes started glowing, he locked the door and blew himself up in a magical explosion. Yes, it is. I'm not one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. My specialty is recovering lost things. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do just that. They want to know how a man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And thus, if there's something like a pattern to this malady. Doesn't matter. Yarrow grew up in a small village not far from here, and according to the Order, he visited it quite often after his partner died. What I want your help with is finding clues as to why he did what he did. What do you think? Great. First of all, I want you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred, a childhood friend of Yarrow's. Ask him what he makes of the incident, and whether he has any explanation for it. Secondly, a farm boy told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the sea during his last visit there. The winds have been blowing inland the last couple of days, so go search the shoreline and see if it washed up. I myself will take a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Ah, and here. This is a map of the region. Yarrow's house is at the blue dot. So, unless there's anything else, I'd say let's step to it. Just meet me at the farm when you're done.
Alright. Local map. That doesn't help me at all. Okay, I still got everything. That's good. Well, this is pretty cool. Liking this. Old damn lookout. Alright. No, that's where I was last night. Guess I can go loot their things now.
You would pay for that.
Bye. Alright, so you have iron gauntlets. I will take this, thank you. And I will change my attire here. Alright. Can't really see how we look, unfortunately. Can't take any of that. We already searched him. Oh, yes, let's take that book. Don't want any mead. Sorry, Corbos. Maybe I could sell that. Since he was kind of a jerk. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there he is. Hi, Finn. Okay, you had wild berry, ambrosia. Probably sell that. All right. We need to do something here about... Okay. Getting our knowledge on. Let's take a look in here. See if there's anything worth looting. Oh my god, what is in here? Whatever it is, it sounds really gross. Kinda didn't know that I want to go upstairs because it sounds really gross. Oh man, it's a giant spider. Right? Giant spider. I think we're just gonna leave that alone. We'll go do our mission.
Get ready.
I don't want the wolf meat. Is my health going up at all? Guess I gotta eat the pumpkins again. Pumpkin. Okay. There we go. They need a falling rock sign. Bye, little goat. This is pretty. Why is that music playing? I don't see no enemies on my map. Oh, there's an archer somewhere. That's why. Yeah. Spiders? I don't like spiders. Thought I was safe. Aw, really? Now there's wolves? Can't win. There's crabs now. Sorry for screaming into the mic like I did, but that was a big old surprise. I know my health is low. Gotta run.
No. You will not take her. Away with you.
Okay.
You will not have her. Elfried stays with me. And drop the disguise already. I know a god of death when I see one.
It wasn't a disguise. Hey. Yep, I figured it would put me back here. Oh well. Why don't you come with me, huh?
Huh. Well observed. Yes, I am indeed sublime by my path, but please, just ignore that, will you? I'm not a big fan of titles. Most of the time, they're just a means for boring people to feel superior towards others. Treasure hunter. That has a nice ring to it. But, let's just say I help people to fulfill certain materialistic desires of theirs, just like the Holy Warden who brings back the lost shoe to the maiden. Only the maiden pays me to do it. And I have a more flexible conscience, so to speak. Maybe, maybe not. But let's save the socializing for later, okay? Usually I am always in for a good talk, but for now let's focus on the mission.
Alright. Come on, you stupid wolf. Get up here. I was a little more prepared that time. Okay, and let's take all of that, because it could become very useful. So, let's go ahead and drink that. Take that. No, I should not go down the waterfall, and I went anyway. I didn't realize it was just gonna push me off like that. Alright, sorry about that. Decided it would just be easier to do some running around instead of trying to avoid things. Oh, what's in there? Yeah, I'll take that, thank you. And I decided that taking a rest was probably the best thing I could have done. Barrel. Let's not bother them right now. Swimming back to where we're supposed to be going. At least I think we're supposed to be going there. Kind of hard to tell. That? Yep, I'll be taking all of them. Okay, Riverdale. Alright, I'm supposed to be going this way. Get rid of Mr. Crab here. Guess you don't got nothing on him? No. Alright.
No. No. You will not take her. Away with you. You will not have her. Elfried stays with me. And drop the disguise already. I know a god of death when I see one. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I had a nightmare. Anyway, who are you? I wasn't expecting to meet anyone else out here. Save for the bandits, that is. No, I'm not. This ruin over there. You know, I'm a merchant, and my specialties are all kinds of things with historical background. The things you usually find in ruins. Of course, I'm usually not stupid enough to go looking for them myself, but there was this traveler from Ark who told me about this place, the Three River Watch, and he said that it's hardly guarded. Well, since I was in the area anyway, I thought it wouldn't hurt to take a look. Great idea, really. Look, I know we just met, but truth be told, I really got myself into some trouble here, and you look as if you know how to defend yourself. Something terrible happened, and I simply don't know what to do anymore. Yes, my Elfried. She was kidnapped. By the stars, I was so stupid. We were just about to make camp for the night, and I went to search for some firewood. And then, just like that, she's gone. No, a Vetir. I heard him grunting, you know. He lives in that damned ruin. I tried to sneak in, but it's impossible. And I can't go back to Riverville for help either. That would take way too long. Please, you have to help me. If anything happens to Alfred, I would never forgive myself. I'm sure I have something that's useful to you. But please, let's talk about that once you've saved her. Every second we waste puts her in danger.
I thought it was going to ask what it is, because I don't know what it is.
Oh, by the ancient fathers, thank you, and hurry.
Okay.
Walk blessed and stay safe.
Sure, you're sending me on a mission, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do in said mission. Nothing in the barrel. Skeleton. Skeleton. Don't need another torch. Or more poison. I've been poisoned enough, thank you. Okay. Is there anything? Yeah, I can eat this. Alright, there we go. At least some full health going up here. Hey, there's one of these things. Yeah, thank you. I'm hoping that isn't the thing I have to fight there. Because I don't think that's possible. Yeah, I'll take all of that, thank you. Wooden bowl. Want a bucket either. Got some butterflies. I thought that was some kind of like monster. I didn't know it was a nice little lady statue. Don't imagine there's anything really useful for me here. Go into the tower and fight this thing, and I don't even know what this thing is. It's all rancid stuff, and I don't want to take it by accident. Oh, what a nice little seat. Look out over the water. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Seriously? Could have just went this way. I'm gonna take out my shield too. There we go. Oh, really? It's a giant goat demon thing? Food or anything with me, so yay. Some wild berries. That won't help me any. Alright. Time to bolt. Holy crap, he runs fast. Like, really, really fast. I was ill prepared for that. That was just very not nice. Hey, nice claw. Back here for the chest. I should probably not follow the trail of blood.
No. No. You will not take her. Away with you. You will not have her. Elfried stays with me. And drop the disguise already. I know a god of death when I see one. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I had a nightmare. Anyway, who are you? I wasn't expecting to meet anyone else out here. Save for the bandits, that is. No, I'm not. This ruin over there. You know, I'm a merchant, and my specialties are all kinds of things with historical background. The things you usually find in ruins. Of course, I'm usually not stupid enough to go looking for them myself, but there was this traveler from Ark who told me about this place, the Three River Watch, and he said that it's hardly guarded. Well, since I was in the area anyway, I thought it wouldn't hurt to take a look. Great idea, really. Look, I know we just met, but truth be told, I really got myself into some trouble here, and you look as if you know how to defend yourself. Something terrible happened, and I simply don't know what to do anymore. Yes, my Elfried. She was kidnapped. By the stars, I was so stupid. We were just about to make camp for the night, and I went to search for some firewood. And then, just like that, she's gone. No, a Vatir. I heard him grunting, you know. He lives in that damned ruin. I tried to sneak in, but it's impossible. And I can't go back to Riverville for help either. That would take way too long. Please, you have to help me. If anything happens to Elfried, I would never forgive myself. Oh, by the ancient fathers, thank you, and hurry. What? Oh, yes, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can buy some things that would help. Okay, yeah, I know, bartering. Okay. I'll buy... That's out of combat. Out of combat. So I guess I'm gonna buy this. And... No, I can't buy two of them. Let's sell some things. Sell that. Um, okay, let's see if we can buy that battle axe now. Because maybe that will help me defeat him. It's the war axe. Okay, let's do that one. Alright. Let's get the stew as well. Can't now. Alright. Exit.
Walk blessed and stay safe.
Yeah. Okay. Weapons. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and let's eat our crusty bread. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. I equipped the battle axe. Thank you. The battle axe in Skyrim was like my go-to weapon. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the bowl. The barrel's empty, and there was something up here, I think? No. It's on the other side, maybe. Yeah. There's a chest here. Hit the wrong button. Okay. Let's go up here to this tower. I don't think I can do anything with the shield now, because the axe is oh, excuse me, a two-handed weapon. No, I can't do anything with those either. Okay, so let's be on our way, and I'm actually going to save it right here. In case he kills me again, I can just come back right here and find a different strategy. Come on, goat man. Get over here, you jerk. Don't go healing up. Ew. Guess I'll take it anyway, but ew. You goat demon. We can knock on the cage after we collect some things. Okay, that's all garbage there. Come on. Up. Up, please. There we go. Be greeted, Samuel. Don't be concerned, you surely haven't been deported to the Three River Watch. The watch has lost its meaning to protect the transport of gems from the abandoned mine to the valley. In the valley. So one remaining guard will be sufficient. Anyway, I understand that it's boring and lonely to keep watch at the most remote spot of Enderal. However, I'm sure that they will send someone to support you in a few weeks. Meanwhile, just hang on. T. Great. There's something up there. Really? Whisper trees. About whisper trees. Presumably only few travelers or nature lovers won't have noticed the whispers of the wind in the area of Enderal's Sun Coast. We heard them. If one pauses for a moment and listens to the chimes of the wind, one will catch the feeling of not being alone in the scenery. Superstitious people believe in a legend that the whispering sound, which sounds so different from the gloomy breath of the whisperwood, and has its roots in its own tale of the voice of a path-abiding young woman who gave her life at Sun Coast for the cure of her fellow men. Grandfather, we are bored. Can't you tell us one of your stories again? Asked the two little children as they came excitedly into the house. The grandfather, who sat in front of the lit fireplace, turned around and gave them a smile. Gladly, which story do you want to hear today? He asked, and pointed beside him. Sit down beside me. The story about the whispering in the trees at Sun Coast, said one of the children, while they settled with their grandfather. You were talking about the voice of Lauriel, aren't you? He paused for a short moment to gather his thoughts, and then continued. This is a tale which is already few centuries old, and which my grandfather told me, like I tell it to you now. Today we live here at the coast unburdened and secure, but it wasn't always like that. He furrowed his brow. Once a fatal and unknown sickness ruled here. At first it only befell the animals and caused them to slowly perish, as if the emerging famine wasn't already bad enough. Suddenly also the people in the region fell sick. Apothecary came from the surrounding villages to help the people, but even they weren't able to fight off the sickness. Then a young woman named Lariel spoke up, one of the few who wasn't stricken with sickness yet. Let me pray to Malthus. I was path-abiding my whole life. Maybe I will be able to bring our Lord to a merciful mood, so that he may help us. Nobody wanted to forbid it, as many had already lost all hope, and so Lariel climbed up on a hill in order to pray there alone in a clearing to Malthus. Day and night she kneeled there and prayed without cease. She even refused to eat and drink, but there was no sign from Malthus, and every day more people died. However, the woman stayed true to her faith and continued to pray. After 10 daybreaks and nightfalls, she eventually died of her thirst. Then Malthus had mercy and spoke to the last survivors. You were to be judged, since you started to forget your path and became pathless. But the sacrifice and faith of young Lariel made me show you grace. Let her body lie there and come back tomorrow, to this clearing where she prayed to me. There you shall find a small tree and an herb growing on this tree. Give this herb to your sick, and they shall be healthy again, for that you never again forget your path and my mercy. The next day the people returned to the clearing and really found a young tree in the same place where Lariel had kneeled for praying, but no trace of her body. They realized that Lariel became the tree. As they got closer to harvest the herb, Malthus spoke about they heard a hushed whisper that seemed to come from the tree and was similar to Lariel's voice. The apothecary were able to turn the herb and other ingredients, which had no effect before, into a potion to successfully heal the sick. Therefore they called the tree Lariel, and the herb which grew on it Whisperweed. And this is already the end of my tale, and now off to bed you go. It's quite late, said the grandfather as he noticed the sun setting behind the horizon. I will tell you another story tomorrow, he added, as he looked into the children's sad faces. Hooray, they both shouted at the top of their lungs, and this is all I could read out of the old and tattered book I found at the Loiterer. It seems that it used to be a collection of old legends and tales. If this is the fact, then the validity of the story is to be doubted. However, fact is there really was a plague at Suncoast several hundreds of years ago, which caused many people to die. It is also fact that this plague vanished as suddenly as it appeared. What remains is the question, what happened to the tree? The soft, wind-like whispering can be heard today when one waits long enough and listens. Everywhere between the trees of Suncoast. It can't be linked to one single tree, and the clearing with the original tree itself, where the young Lariel sacrificed her life, can't be found anymore. Even if there are times where the harvest of whisperweed filled wagon loads, today it is very hard to find. Just as fleeting and vagrant as the sound of the whispering itself, moving between the trees. It seems that the mysterious herb grows and decays in our times so fast that only selected apothecary and traders are able to harvest it. And the secret to the time and place of the harvest they are keeping under lock and key. But even the adepted aren't able to recreate the healing effect from which was the gift of Malthus to the suffering people, no matter what ingredients they use. So you, dear reader, if you are truly interested into the secrets of the herb, you have to search for the whisperweed yourself, even if you, like so many before you, will most likely only be able to get what you want for large amounts of coins from the knowledge of the insiders. Okay. It's worth taking, I guess. We'll read that later. We'll just take it. Sell those later. Just one up here? Yeah, I'll deal with it. Oh, yeah, I can't be there. Okay. No, we already have that book. And there's nothing more up here. Okay, let's go downstairs and knock on the cage.
Oh, by the gods! Over here, precious! Over here! It's all right now. Mommy is back. Yes, it's all right. I don't even know how to thank you. 1 second later in that thing, I don't even want to think about it. Here, take this. It's a rare herb, and I hope it's compensation enough for your efforts. At least partially. If you need anything else, just come talk to me. Now that that beast is gone, I might as well take a look at the area. Good, thanks. I think I'll stay here for another day or two. The traveler was right. This place really is a gold mine. Walk blessed and stay safe.
What is that thing? Some kind of goat thing. Whatever. Alright, let's just get out of here. Yeah, it's like some kind of rhino puppy or something. Alright, let's get on with our job. Not sure what we're gonna encounter here, so I'm just gonna leave my axe out. Interesting. This place is so pretty. Yeah, well, I'll take some pumpkins, thanks. Do not know if those are enemies or not. Yep, they are. hiding at? Hmm? Come on, I know you're there somewhere. Hiding in the weeds. Okay. Nothing useful there. Take those. I don't want a bloody skull. Ooh, I'll take that. Alright, so let's put that on. Put those on. I guess I'll keep the iron gauntlets on, but that is better than what I had on. Anything valuable in there? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's eat something. Alright, so yeah, that should heal me up a little bit. Cool, it healed me up all the way. Awesome. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life as in death, the path, verse C. Alright. Somebody died. Really? Get a pack of them. Wow, was that lucky? I expected to die. Guess I gotta eat again. Don't have anything to eat. Stupid wolves. Could probably sell a horseshoe. Okay, old farmhouse. Sorry, Rado. Need 3 things in Enderal to craft items: a blueprint, ingredients, and a workstation such as the blacksmith forge. Crafted items are usually stronger as normal items, and some, especially rare artifacts, can only be crafted rather than found. Alright. Small backpack, leather strips. I will take all of that niceness, thank you. Butcher's Arc. We will read that later. Hey, there's a bit here. Yeah, I know how to pick locks. I'll be taking that, thanks. There's a bed here. Anything else worth taking? Whew! Sorry, I had to sneeze. No, I don't want those. I'll take that though. The soul gem. I believe I will take a nap for a moment. Just to get my health back up. Can I use the tanning rack? Oh, I can make that. Yeah. Awesome. Can I wear it? Yes, I can. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There's more wolves over here. And a well. Oh, I'm surrounded by wolves. How is that fair? It's not. Okay, well, I discovered the farmhouse, at least. Still surrounded by wolves, though, and I am not liking that one bit. Shimmering Grove. I was hoping maybe that was a pumpkin plant, but it's not. What do we have in this chest? Let's just take all of it. Rootweed, mud marls. Yeah, I'll take them. This is a mine of some sort. Okay, let's keep on walking. Hi, Mr. Fox. Am I going the right way? Riverville and Ark is that direction. Okay, it looks like there's possibly a bandit up here. Yep.
Now look at that. A lonesome traveler. Some folks just never learn.
Seriously, two of them.
Fucking piece of shit! You'll pay for that.
What? That's all you've got?
No.
No!
Oh, shit! What the...
Well, it'll put me back at the farmhouse. Alright, I think I'm going to leave this episode here because it has gone on quite long enough. I was hoping to get to Riverville in this episode. However, we did make some good progress. So, thank you so much for watching. Again, I am enjoying the hell out of this game. It feels like I'm back in Skyrim, but obviously I'm not because it's a whole new story. So, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, see ya.